The old library had one rule everyone joked about: never borrow the last copy of *The Night Garden*, because it always disappeared before anyone could finish it. I laughed at the rumor until I checked it out myself. 3 days later, I left it on a cafe table for less than a minute. When I turned back, it was gone. I searched everywhere and even asked the staff, but no one had seen it. Embarrassed, I paid the replacement fee and forgot about it. 2 months later, while browsing the same shelf, I froze. The exact copy was back, complete with the tiny coffee stain I'd accidentally made on page 46. Curious, I borrowed it again. This time, I never let it leave my backpack. Somehow, after getting off the train one evening, the book had vanished again. The next morning, the librarian simply smiled, stamped it as returned, and said, "Looks like your mystery friend found you first." I was determined not to lose the book a third time. When it appeared on the shelf again a week later, I borrowed it immediately and slipped a handwritten note inside the front cover. It read, "If you're the one returning this book, I'd really like to know why." I checked my bag every few minutes that day, convinced I could outsmart whatever strange luck surrounded it. Yet when I reached home, the novel was gone again. My heart sank. The next afternoon, I rushed to the library, expecting another dead end. Instead, the librarian handed me the same copy with a smile. My note was still inside, but someone had written beneath it in neat blue ink, "I return it because stories deserve to find the right people. Meet me here next Saturday at noon if you're still curious." There was no name, only a tiny sketch of a crescent moon in the corner, making the mystery even harder to ignore. I arrived 20 minutes early, convinced the mysterious stranger would never show. Noon came and went until someone sat beside me without saying a word. He held the familiar copy of *The Night Garden*, and smiled. "I figured you'd recognize the book before you'd recognize me." His name was Liam, and he confessed he'd found the novel twice after I'd accidentally left it behind. The first time he returned it anonymously. The second time he noticed the coffee stain, realized it was the same copy, and decided to leave my note unanswered until he knew whether fate was playing a joke on both of us. We spent the afternoon wandering through the library, recommending books and laughing about how one missing novel had brought us together. As we reached the exit, he pulled another folded note from the book and handed it to me. "Open it after I leave," he said, grinning before walking away. I waited until he disappeared around the corner before unfolding the note. It read, "I think this book has finally found the right person, but I'm hoping I have too. If you'd like another chapter together, meet me here next Saturday." I couldn't stop smiling. The following weekend, I arrived carrying 2 coffees and a brand new bookmark shaped like a crescent moon. Liam laughed the moment he saw it. Our Saturdays quickly became a tradition filled with bookstores, quiet cafes, and long conversations about everything from childhood dreams to future plans. Months later, the librarian watched us check out different books together and joked that the famous disappearing novel had finally done its job. Before we left, Liam slipped *The Night Garden* back onto its shelf and squeezed my hand. "Some stories," he whispered, "aren't meant to stay on the page." Looking at him, I realized ours had only just begun, and I couldn't wait to read every chapter together.